Hi, how are you? Today I would like to make a tutorial, something for improve your capacity for understanding and recognizing the music that you listen. So there is not something that you have to do, but something that you have to understand, to recognize by listening. So I suggest you to listen this video with headphone and to make pay your attention on what I'm playing and trying to recognize. In this moment, I'm not interested that you arrive to recognize a C or an E or an F. I play something, I will not ask you which note is this one. No, I think this in this moment is not interesting. But I will ask you something else. To recognize the relationship between two notes. Are these two notes the same? Are these two notes different? And when, if they are different, what is the higher, what is the lower? The first, the second, the third? I think it could be very, very interesting, and it is the base for starting, for recognizing a music. When we listen a music, can we arrive to identify all these notes and to write this music or to play this music with our instrument? Yes, we can. And what is the way for arriving? But there is different step. The first step is to recognize the relationship between the first note and the second. Is higher, is lower? How much is higher, how much is lower? We told about higher and lower note, but in effect there are no higher and no lower. The note has a different speed of vibration, 1000 vibration per second, 500 vibration per second, 250. So there is more question of speed, speed of vibration. But now in our head, in our culture, we think that some note is higher of another one note. For example, if I play these two notes, we say the second is higher than the first. If I play pop, boom, we think and we say that the second is lower. But in effect, there is nothing higher or lower. It's our head, our imagination. But thanks this imagination, thanks our head, we can recognize the melody and we can play the melody that we listen just one time. So there is a lot of possibilities. Okay, I will make you some question and then I will give you the solution. Of course, I will not knowing if you are correct or not, but the problem is not how many mistakes do you do or if you are very good or very bad. That's not a problem. It's to make exercise for learning, for recognize. For example, I will play two notes. These two notes were the same or different? I repeat. And now the solution. As you can see, these two notes were the same. It's not important if this note is an A, G or B. In effect, it was A, La, La, La. But what is important that you listen to notes, never listened before, and you say, I think they are the same. Okay, now I will play two notes. The first question is, are they the same or are they different? I think it's evident. They are different. And now the second question is, which one of these two notes are higher or lower? They are growing, going from lower to higher, or going down from higher to lower. I repeat. And this is the solution. They are going from lower to higher. A, B. I repeat. And now two other notes. Attention, it could be the same. It could be higher. It could be the same pattern. It's not so evident. Two notes. I repeat. Are they the same? No, they are not the same. And what is the higher, the first or the second? The higher is the first, as you can see, and the lower is the second. Okay, and now three notes. They could be all the same, they could be... We will listen. Are they the same? No, they are different. Are they growing up, going down? This is the solution, number 4. It was A, B, C. It's not important that you recognize an A, a B, or a C, but what is important that you recognize the different position of this note. So the movement of the melody, because we say that there is a movement, a shape in a melody. If I play these notes notes have a shape, a direction, like drawing. Or if I play this is the beginning of a concert. Pom, 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 pom. Tchaikovsky, I think, I'm not sure. So, there is, like a drawing, there is a shape. And this was the number 4. Yet, now number 5. Open your ear and listen. Going up, down, different, egal. This was the solution, number 5. A, G, F. This is the 3 notes of the bells by Marais, I think, also by there is some French author, I think Marais. There is the bells that play when someone is dead, and the bells play. Okay, now number 6, I will play 3 notes. Attention, it will be some difficulties. Something that we have not seen before. Not listened before and not seen. Not easy. What is the relationship between the first and the second note? Pa, pa. We can see that the second is higher of the first. Pa, pa. And between the second and the third, ta, ta. The third is lower of the second. ta, ta. Is the third the same of the first? No. So that implies that we make a jump between the first and the second, and then coming back in the third, we are not arrived at the first. This is the solution, number 6. A, C, B. In music you can make a jump when you go from a note to another that is not near. If I make just notes near each other, I have a scale. But if I make some jump, these are not very different each other. So it's like something that's jumping from a stone to another stone in a river, trying not to fall in the water. So this was the number 6. And number 7. Now we can imagine what could be number 7. I'm going down, ta, to, and after I'm going up, to, to, but not until the first note. So this is the solution, number 7. And now, attention, number 8, it could be another pattern. What happened? The beginning was the same of number 4. But it was not number 4, because after the second note, what happened? What is the relationship between the first and the third note? This is the solution. As you can see, the first and the third are the same. A, B, A. And now, something else. This is easy now. This is the solution. A, G, A. And now, this is a little difficult, but we will try to understand. Now I understand better. I'm sorry, I am correcting my score because I did this was too complicated. Okay, this is the sample number 10. These are 3 notes. What happened between the first and the second? And the second and the third. But it's easy, this is the solution. The first and the second are the same. A, and after I'm going up, B, B. And now, number 11. This is the solution. A, G. And now, again, 3 notes. Something changing between the first and the second, but the second and the third are the same. So this is the solution, A, B, B. And now, number 13. I repeat. The second and the third are the same. A, G, G. Okay, and now stop with 3 notes, we start with 4 notes. Sample number 14. I think now it's easy. 4 notes that going up in scale. A, B, C, D. And now sample 15. Four notes going down. A, G, F, B. This is a chaconne. Down. A, G, F, B, E. Etc. Now sample with 4 notes, but there is not like 14 or like 15. It will be different. Listen carefully. Ta, 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 ta. One of these notes has been repeated. Which one? The first, the second, or the third? The second and the fourth are the same. So this is the solution. A, B, C, B. And now sample 17. And this is the solution. A, G, F, G. It's not important that you recognize the name of the note. It's important that you recognize the shape. What has happened? Is I'm going up or down? Up after down? I'm repeating some note or not? Sample 18. A, B, and after? And after it's again A, but G. This is the solution. A, B, A, G. And now, number 19. Did you recognize this note that come back? A, X, A, X. X, we have to find what it is, but we have to recognize A, X, A, X. And then we have to recognize the movement going down or up. This is the solution. A, G, A, B. And now something more difficult. There's like a geometrical pattern. We will see if you recognize it or not. What is the relationship between the first and the last note? The first and the last are the same. And what happened in the second, third, and fourth note? They are going down. So probably between the first and the second we have a jump. And this is the solution. A, C, B, A. It was not easy to recognize if the second note was C or D or B. But it cannot be B, because if I make A, B, A, G, the last has to be a G, but the last was an A. It could be D, but for arriving to the last note A, I have to have a jump from A to D and another jump somewhere. But the last three notes are not jumping, just melodic scale. C, B, A. Number 21. Is a theme from another concert. I don't remember which one. The last note, is there the same of the first? Yes, the last note is the same of the first. The second note is lower or higher? Like cuckoo, and it's not really cuckoo, but like. The second note is lower. Second, third, and fourth are there in scale. Yes, this is the beginning of Bruder Jakob. So for these reasons, this is the solution. A, F, G, A. Now, attention, number 22. This is very difficult, but probably you can arrive. First question. Is the first and the last the same? Yes, the first and the fourth are the same. A, X, X, A. Is the second higher or lower? That we know is higher, so probably is a B. A, B, X, A. And is the third higher or lower? Ta, ta, to, to is lower. It's lower. So it is not B and not A. What is the third note? Something lower of A. And what is the note lower of A is a G. This is the solution. A, B, G, A. Not easy. 23. Did you listen? What's happened? Is the first and the four are there the same? Yes. Is the second higher or lower? Boom, boom is lower. So, lower of A, normally there is a G. A, G. Is the third higher or lower in relationship between the fourth? I will play third and fourth note. Is going down. So the third note is higher of the fourth. The fourth note is an A, G, X, A. What is higher of G? B. This is the solution. A, G, B, A. Not easy. This one probably is more easy. Number 24. This is the beginning of La Volta from Byrd, William Byrd. But, I repeat. Is the first and the last note the same? Yes. What are doing the first three notes? Going down, up, or what? Going down. This is the solution. G, A, G, F, A. Okay, and now 25. Don't worry, there is only 32 sample. We are near the end. 25. I repeat. The first three notes are going up. A, X, X in a scale. And the fourth note, A, X, X, A is again A. So the solution 25 is this, A, B, C, A. Now something very difficult, because with a symmetrical pattern. Not easy. We have to recognize the movement. The first and the second note, they are going up. So if the first is A, probably the second will be B. A, B. And now we can listen the third and the fourth. They are going down. But the third note, is this a B? A, B, do. No, it's not a B. Is this an A? A, B, do. A, B, do. No, it's not A. So it's lower than A, it's a G. And this is the solution. A, B, G, F. And now another sample, not easy, starting ever with A. What happened between the first and the second? Ta, tong. We can see it's going down, so it will be probably A, G. What happened between the third and the fourth? It's going up. But the third is a G, A, G, X, G, X. No, it's not the same note. It's an A, G, X, A, X, A, G, X, A. No, it's not an A. So probably it's a B, and this is the solution. A, G, B, C. The last sample are more difficult. Number 28. Attention. Is the last note the same of the first? No. What happened in the second, third, and fourth note? They are going down. Is the last note higher or lower than the first, A? Is higher. So if the last note is higher, the note before is higher, the note before is higher, that's be a great jump. And this is the solution. A, D, C, B, A, D, C, B, A. Only if you listen like a circle you can understand that the second note is a D, because the last B is near the first A. Okay, and now 29. The second, third, and fourth note are going up. The last note and the first first is higher of the last. So it's symmetrical, it's the same. This is the solution. A, E, F, G. And now something simple, number 30. What happened? What did we listen? It's 2 times the same pattern. A, X, A, X. Like someone that says teacher, teacher, 2 times the same word. And the second note is easy, it's just a B. This is the solution. A, B, A, B. And now 31. Oh, I'm sorry. I did a mistake. 31. Also this is like teacher, teacher, or t-shirt, t-shirt, 2 times the same word, and it was A, X, A, X, and this X is lower, so it was A, G, A, G. 32, last sample, it's not so easy, but interesting. What happened? The first and the second? We can see they are the same. And the third and the fourth? They are going up. But the fourth is the same of the first. No. Is higher or lower of the last, of the first? We can see that the number 3, number 4, and number 1 make boom, 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 there in the scale. So this is the solution, A, F, G. Okay, this is the first lesson exercise that we did together. We will see if it is interesting. I will continue. Bye bye.